Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends. Welcome to another episode of your favorite series for learning Urdu and Urdu Poetry series only with Munib Ahmed. Today, I want to share another poem with you and discuss it with you, and I hope by the end of it, not only you will have learned more words, but also have a taste and a knowledge of Urdu poetry, what type of poems have been written. And the one I have chosen to share with you is quite relevant to the current season, which is the summer season, and the month of May itself. So there is a poet, Ismail Merathi, who is very popular among children. He is a very well-known poet in children's literature, Urdu literature. And so the poem I'm going to share with you is originally written for the children, but adults can also be children. There is no limit on them that they can't read children's literature. Actually, personally, I really enjoy it, and I feel that if you're learning any language, you should read its children literature. It really helps. Okay. So this one is it's hard to say that it's only for children, by the way. It might be for adults too, because it has a strong message at the end. So it's not just about the weather, about the heat. It is also about the human struggle and the social class. And that actually gives this poem a bit of a depth, rather than just simply talking about the weather. Let's see it, and you can know what I'm talking about. So let's begin. The title is Garmi Ka Mausam. Garmi Ka Mausam, the summer season. So he says, मई का आन पहुंचा है महीना, बाहर चोटी से एड़ी तक पसीना. The month of May has come and everyone is sweating from choti to edi. Choti is the crown or the top, edi is the heel or the bottom. So from top to bottom everyone is sweating. But you know, right now it's month of May, and actually I'm not sweating because it's a beautiful weather right now. It rained last night and still it is so beautiful. So it's not that if you come to South Asia, Pakistan or India, and you'll be sweating all the time. Actually the weather becomes quite lovely. There are rains off and on. Okay, but the problem of the poets in general is that they really have to exaggerate to add that drama. So you will see how vivid drama Ismail Merathi had to add, because maybe he wrote this poem when actually the days were very hot, because this is true too. There are days when there is no rain at all. बजे 12 तो सूरज सर पे आया, हुआ पैरों तले पोशीदा साया. When the clock struck 12, the sun reached right on top of the head. बजे 12 तो सूरज सर पे आया, हुआ पैरों तले पोशीदा साया. And the shadow, saya, hid itself under the feet. It's a beautiful poetical reasoning. The poet is saying, when the sun comes right on top, now it's logical that when anything is right on top, then it casts no shadow, because it needs a slight angle for the shadow to be seen. The poet's reason is that actually it's not because the sun is right on top. Actually it becomes so hot that even the shadow hides itself under the feet to protect itself from its heat. So it's a poetical reasoning, and I have talked about it in previous videos with you. चली लू और तड़ाके की पड़ी धूप, लपट है आग की गोया कड़ी धूप. चली लू. Loo started walking, literally. Loo is the word we use for the hot air in summer. You know, if you are walking in the summer here in May or June at 12. Now, see, in the morning it is soft, cool breeze as I'm feeling right now, and I'm really enjoying it. I hope you can feel it by the moving trees, moving leaves. But the same, if it is too intense at 12, around 12 and 1, if it is too hot, then the same air becomes lu. We call it lu, meaning hot, dry, heating air. Dangerous air, and mothers say to the kids, don't go out at that hour. Okay? So chali lu और तड़ाके की पड़ी धूप and such a strong sunlight, as if it feels लपट है आग की गोया कड़ी धूप, feels like the sunlight, it's not sunlight, rather it's fire. Okay, so again, exaggeration and intensity. ज़मी है या कोई जलता तवा है, कोई शोला है या पछवा हवा है. Seems like Ismail Merathi was living somewhere very hot. He says, ज़मी है या कोई जलता तवा है. ज़मी is earth, and how does the earth look like? It's round, and he's saying, is it earth where I live, or is it jalta tawa? I hope you know tawa if you're interested in South Asian culture. If you have seen the women preparing rotis, bread, first they get the atta, prepare a dough with it, then put it on a round metal pan, that is called a tawa. And since that metal pan is also round, so he's liking it to the zami. He says, is it a zami where we live, or it's a jalta tawa, a burning metal pan? Koi shola hai ya pachwa hawa hai. And similarly, the wind that I'm feeling, is that wind, is that air, hawa, or is it a shola, flame? It has become so hot. And pachwa means it's a certain hawa that moves in a certain west direction. That's called pachwa hawa, from pachim. Okay, so everything is feeling like flames. दरो दीवार हैं गर्मी से तपते, बनी आदम हैं मछली से तड़पते. Daro दीवार, the windows, the doors, the walls, the buildings, every structure that I see are hot with the गर्मी. हैं गर्मी से तपते, बनी आदम हैं मछली से तड़पते. So hot as if the Bani Adam, the sons of Adam, mean the humanity, are tadapna means to be uncomfortable, as if you have seen a fish out of water. The movement it makes, it's called tadapna. So he's saying that all the humanity is doing that. How can I say that tadapna in English? Like very uncomfortable, like a fish outside of water. Okay. परिंदे उड़ के हैं पानी पे गिरते, चरिंदे भी हैं घबराए से फिरते. दरिंदे छुप गए हैं झाड़ियों में, मगर डूबे पड़े हैं खाड़ियों में. Now he's not talking about just the humans, the building, the structure. Now he talks even about the flora and fauna, the animals, the beasts, the birds. परिंदे उड़ के हैं पानी पे गिरते. The birds are falling on the water, meaning they're wanting to dive into the water if they can find it anywhere, to bathe, to drink. चरिंदे भी हैं, and the animals, the grazing animals, they are too घबराए से फिरते, they are too also anxious. दरिंदे छुप गए हैं झाड़ियों में, and the meat, the carnivore animals, the meat eaters, they have hid themselves in jhadi, in bushes. Magar dube, and the alligators, they are also hid themselves in their places, abodes, wherever they. In Urdu we call it khadi, okay, like where you find the alligators, muddy water type of places. Swans, probably swarm, or what do you call it in English? My English itself needs some improvement. न पूछो कुछ गरीबों के मकान की, ज़मी का फर्श है छत आसमां की. Now after building all that imagery, now he comes to the meat of the poem, the real message he wants to share. He says, do not ask me of the houses of the poor. न पूछो कुछ गरीबों के मकान की, ज़मी का फर्श है छत आसमां की. They even are homeless. Now he is just trying to say, in this hot weather, I want to speak of the poor people, homeless poor people. You know what their state is? They do not have a shelter on their roof on their head, and as a roof they have the sky. They don't have a home's roof. The sky is their roof. They don't have a floor. They don't worry about marble floor, cement floor, which floor would look pretty, because the floor of the ground of the earth is their house, is the floor of their house, meaning the whole earth is their house. The message is, he who does not have a home, the whole earth becomes his home. Sky is his roof, the ground, the firsh is his floor of his home. Na pankha hai, na tatti hai, na kamra. Although he does not have a fan, the room, other cooling devices, cooling screens, zara si jhompadi, mehnat ka samra. And if they really put in effort, if they do the mehnat, as a samra, as a reward, they just get a jhompadi. If the well-off among the poor, the lower class, if they really work hard, they find job labor every day, then maybe they can build a jhompadi, a hut. That's the best they can get. And then the last line, Ameeron ko mubarak ho haveli. As of the rich, they have havelis, very well furnished houses, bungalows. Good for them. Mubarak ho haveli. Okay. Gharibon ka bhi hai Allah haveli. Beli means protector, guardian, supporter, friend. If the rich have air conditioners, poor should not worry. Allah is also their Beli. Allah has not abandoned them. Okay? So this is the message of the poet. Generally, it is really discussed and argued whether God does a justice or not. Why has he created good, rich and poor? At the same time, there are other people who say God has not created them. It's the society man has created, the culture, the civilization, the system man has created, which has as a result produced rich and poor classes. So God is not to be blamed. So this is really debatable, and I'm not going to debate about that. I just want to share the poet's message with you. He is saying, no matter what the system man's create, universe, the existence cares for everyone. It doesn't care for the man system. When the rain is going to pour down, it will pour down equally on rich and poor. It's not going to see it's a haveli or it's a jhompadi. It will pour down equally. When a mango will grow, this is a mango tree you can see behind me. When a mango, and a jamun tree also. When a jamun will grow, will ripen, when a mango will ripen, it's for everyone. Tree doesn't know who is going to eat it. But the man has come up with such a system that you have to buy it, prepare it. So God is not to be blamed, universe is not to be blamed. It's us who are to be blamed. Why can't we feed the entire humanity? Why can we only spend the money on weapons, expensive missiles and bombs? Even one missile costs millions of dollars. If that is spent on food, the stress would be so low on everyone. But this is topic for some other day. I stop here with the poet's message that no one is abandoned. Universe cares for everyone, no matter what the system is. Ameeron ko mubarak ho haveli, gharibon ka bhi hai Allah haveli. And with this beautiful message, I stop here, and I see you some other day with another message, beautiful as this one, and on as beautiful a morning as this one. Allah Hafiz.